Enthusiasm right here this morning. Everybody's excited. The passion just
Rita Jasper from my Heights, Maryland.
all right. Let's see the dancing machine. I know we're going to see you dance next Saturday.
Yeah, you know it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Excuse me, coming family. Who else is with us this morning to do
Dillingham, Pennsylvania.
Woo! Pennsylvania's representing. Good morning. How are you?
I am blessed. How are you?
Woo! Thank you. I hear that blessing, girl. Thank pass it on.
Blessed.
Woo! Love it. Listen to all that fire and passion of positive confession. Well, you can't help but win when you got an attitude like that.
That's
you
right.
Can't help but be on this time. That's right. Woo! Well, what's this morning? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
3/4 of a mile. Turn right.
Linda Berger from Ohio.
Woo! Linda from Ohio. Welcome, Linda.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Loving the passion and the fire and the excitement and the enthusiasm that I'm hearing is coming from you guys. There's no way in the world you can't get to where you want to go. And you have a good, strong, positive attitude like that, and you are making some positive confessions, and you know how it goes. You put it out there, it's going to come back to you. It's not only going to come back, but it's going to come back good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, till men give into your bosom. That's what's happening here in 10. We are growing. The family is growing. I'm just seeing all these posts that's being placed on Facebook. Team builders are turning into executives. Executives are running towards being 1-star and 5-star. 5 stars, that's the vision of being 10 stars. I mean, I heard Sabrina Wright say a couple of weeks ago she's going to max out the compensation plan. Testimonies are popping up around the globe. You heard the testimonies last week that just has the team on fire. We're just hearing some wonderful things, and as we all know, that this is the biggest shift in the market in the health industry in the last 20 years. And the great thing about where we are, we're positioned at the very front of this. We know without a shadow of a doubt that our 10 vitamin sprays are going to be the #1 household product soon. Very soon. The word is really getting out. People are looking for the sprays, and people are beginning to hear more and more about 10 oral vitamin sprays. And as Mel Jo said before, we had the best ingredients, the top, highest quality. There was no compromise when it came to the ingredients that was placed within our sprays. No fillers, no binders. We have a better delivery system, and we have the best price in the market, so you cannot lose with that. And the testimonies are endless. I was thinking about Sandra's and Samantha's testimonies last week. This lady who was once in a coma came out of the coma, and she ended up being blind as a result, had COPD, high blood pressure, suffered asthma, dealt with weight because she was confined to a wheelchair. She was only able to use 26% of her lungs. And now this lady, as a result of taking the vitamin spray since March, is not only up and out of the wheelchair, but she's up and dancing. She's doing good. Her high blood pressure is in control. And it's just wonderful when you hear these phenomenal testimonies that are just changing people's lives. We've heard testimonies before here on the call where there's women who dealt with fibromyalgia, and now and even had thoughts of committing suicide. They were depressed, and now they're wanting to live. They got their life back. They're no longer taking 10 and 20 different medications. They've gotten off of these medications and replaced with vitamin sprays. You've heard people who've been on the call who talked about having pain in their entire body, having weight that they couldn't get off of them, not able to sleep, just living in pain for their entire, for the last 15 and 20 years. And as a result of taking the vitamin sprays, they're feeling good. No more pain, no more aches. They're able to sleep at night. There was one lady on the call, she said that she was living in a world of pain, not able to share with anyone what she was going through because she thought that they were going to think that she was complaining. Can you imagine just being in a world of pain? You're suffering, and you want to tell somebody how you feel, but you're afraid to because you think they're going to think you're complaining. Now this lady is up there. She's jumping. She's energetic. She's growing. She's looking good. She's got her life back, and she's telling people around the world what these vitamin sprays have done for her, and she's run a phenomenal team. So are we in a good place at a good time? Indeed we are. And how are we doing this? With these wonderful vitamin sprays, the vitamin D, the D Boost, the Slim by 10, is Super 10. And thank God for the self-energy. And our number one product, changing people's lives. And family, this next week, next Saturday, we are all going to come together, and we're going to rejoice, and we're going to share testimonies, and we're going to see each other's faces, and we're going to hear from the owners, Melanie and Miguel. All this is going to take place at the Gaylord National Harbor next Saturday, September 27th. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you there. It is definitely going to be an explosive event, and you're going to want to be in the house. I'm going to stop right here and bring on my business partner, one-star DCQ qualified. Went to look at his Mercedes-Benz the other day. Pastor Joe Wafer, are you there, sir?
Turn left.
Pastor Joe, are you there? So unmute. And if you're not there, we're going to move right along.
All right. I'll tell you, my phone would not unmute. Well, I tell you, did you hear all of that? Pennsylvania, Atlanta, man, goodness. New York, all over. Ohio, man, I can't wait. I can't wait for you folks in Ohio to invite me to come to Ohio. I hear Ohio's out there cracking a whip, man. They're getting it done. And, Ohio, has, always been a staple for network marketing. Especially when, the industry is down and things of that nature, people tend to pick up in network marketing and build healthy businesses. You wouldn't think that Louisiana was a great network marketing area, but look at Barry Apple out there in Louisiana. So hats off to you guys who are out there doing it. And all the excitement on the call, amazing. That's what we love to hear, that everybody is still excited. Everybody is building their business. Everybody is excited by September 27th. Here in Washington, D.C., nation capital, where I'm telling you they're going to have to send every fire engine from around the country to come put out the explosion that's going to take place at the Gaylord Hotel. It's going to be that large, that huge. We were talking, Pastor Denise and I, with some of the leaders over the weekend in planning and preparation. Guys, we got some good stuff planning for you guys. You better sure enough be here in Washington, D.C. on September 27th.
Well, I know one of our great leaders is going to be, and I can't wait to see her. I miss her. We hear her every week on the phone, but it's nothing like seeing your family when they come together. And that's our great coach that comes to the call every Monday morning to give us some wonderful tools to add to our toolbox so we can better enhance our business. So I always look forward to hearing what she has to share with us every Monday morning to get us up and going. So let's welcome to the call our coach, Nikish Bond. Nikish, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, Nikish. You're going to be here next week. I'm excited about that.
Woohoo! We're about to have a rocking good time.
I'm excited about that. So how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It is hot out here in California, so they are not playing. It was like 112 degrees yesterday. It is very, very toasty.
Wow, well, we're kind of chilly. We have some very beautiful weather right now here. September always brings us nice, sweet, beautiful weather. So we're kind of enjoying a nice little breeze for early Monday morning. It's going to warm up into the afternoon. But what do you have for us today, Nikisha?
Wonderful. So today I wanted to talk about prospecting. So for those of you who don't know, maybe you're new to network marketing, maybe you're new to Team Effort Network, prospecting is basically just talking to people. It's a fancy word. It just means talking to potential people who might join your business. And so I thought it would be good to touch on this subject because I know we're out there right now. We are building. And sometimes it's good to know some of the psychology behind prospecting so that you can get better and grow your business. So probably the one question, if you're new, you're probably asking is, why do we need to prospect if we only need to? And the answer to that is, you don't know who's going to be a top builder in your business. You can have people who are going to come in and, maybe they won't be there in 3 months, and you don't really know why. So then the question is, well, why do people quit? And a lot of it is, they could have a personal tragedy, or it could be what I call a network marketing hopper. It doesn't matter how good the opportunity is, they're always going to be hopping from one opportunity to the next opportunity to the next opportunity because they're always looking for that next best thing. But, as I've talked before, really the compensation plans, they're kind of similar except for ours, of course, because we have a dual core double binary. But, the products are kind of similar, but really comes down to that individual person. Or they just don't have enough belief in themselves. So those are just some of the, traditional reasons why people quit. But it's important for us to know that because talking to new people, inviting new people is going to be the lifeblood of your business, especially if you want to max out the compensation plan. If you want to make a couple extra $100 a month, that's no problem. 2 people will definitely probably get you there. If you're really looking at maxing out, going to the top, you're going to want to make sure that you talk to more than just 2 people. You're going to want to make sure that you reach a little bit deeper into your list so that you can really kind of grow the business that you want. So here we have 2 strategies that we use here. We have a retail to recruit strategy, which is that people try the products first, they develop a product testimony, and then they usually join the business because it just doesn't make any sense after that. Once they start using the product, they're going to have a testimony. They're going to start telling people. It makes only just logical sense that they'd want to get paid for that. The other strategy is people who changing your life recruiting. These are people who are ready to change their lives. Maybe they're in a financial situation. Maybe they just got laid off at their job. Maybe their job is acting kind of funny, or their money's getting kind of funny, or they got a little bit more months at the end of their money, so they want to make sure that they can have some additional income. So those are usually the 2 prospecting strategies. Okay, but what I'm not going to give you here is a script. Now, this is really interesting because when I first got into network marketing, I thought, tell me what I'm supposed to say and how I'm supposed to say it so that I can be successful. Listen to some of the top recruiters, what do they say and how are they successful? But what I really learned is that
right on Bosa Avenue.
That's not really what we're building here. We're building a type of culture here. And how do you feel when people put you into a pitch or they put you into that generic sales cycle? Like, for example, sometimes somebody called me and they wanted me to switch, who I use my credit card company with. And, I'm asking them questions. They're asking me questions that have nothing to do with the questions that I asked them. And I'm saying, well, no, I'm not interested right now. Well, but have you thought about this, that, and the other? I'm like, okay, but you didn't hear anything of what I just said because what I'm talking about is important to me. You're not even listening and responding to that. You only want to talk about what you want to respond to. And you don't even have an answer to my question, so why would I want to do business with you? And so that's what I feel a script does. And so I think that when you're trying to build this type of culture, this type of family culture here, when you have a generic script that doesn't fit everybody's needs, you're going to lock people into a box, and you're going to start to isolate some people who don't really like that, people like me. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're authentic. And you want to listen to learn more about you. John Maxwell said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, which is so true in this business. Because something that you might say or I might say to someone doesn't work for somebody else. And so you want to make sure that whatever you're saying is authentic to whatever their problem is. Because here's the key. It's not about what you say. It's about finding solutions to people's problems. That's what we're doing. We're really just matching what people are already going through. And you know that they're going through stuff because you hear the testimonies all the time. And all we're doing is just trying to match a solution for their problem. You're talking to someone and they say, man, I'm so tired of being broke. I live paycheck to paycheck. This is a person who's probably going to be interested in earning some passive residual income part-time. Or you have someone who says, man, I don't have any energy. I get up in the morning and I'm already tired. I get to work by 10 o'clock, I'm just out. There's someone who's going to want some de-boost in their life. Someone who says, I'm always sick. I always get sick. The winter's coming up and I always get sick during the winter time. There's a person who's going to need some de-power in their life. Or you hear someone who says, I'm trying to lose some weight. I've tried everything and nothing works. There's a person who wants to swim by 10. So, the key here, what I'm trying to say is that you want to be authentic. You want to listen to what people are saying, because when you listen to what people are saying, they're going to tell you what's wrong with them. People, and like I say all the time, it just surprises me to no end. Love to just talk about themselves and have no problem just talking. And if you take the time to listen and ask the right questions, you can find out what you have and how that's going to benefit them. Okay, so I'm giving you points here, so let me go back. I usually do 1 through 3. 1 is you don't need a script. 2 is you want to be authentic and listen to learn. 3 is it's not about what you say, it's about finding solutions to people's problems. Okay, so now we're on number 4. Prospecting is not about selling. It's about going through your list and sorting people, but you don't know where they fall until you talk to them. So you never want to assume. And that's the reason why we say talk to everybody. Because let's say that you have somebody on your list and you look at them and you say, they're not going to be interested in the business. Or they look really healthy. I don't think they would be interested in these sprays. You don't know. You don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what they could be going through. You don't know what they could be hiding. What I found is that a lot of us are pretending. You know, we live these lives that you go on Facebook and they're always on vacation and they're always traveling and everything is always rosy and, you know, just walking through a field of daisies. But then you talk to somebody for 5 or 10 minutes, you find out, man, what you thought and what you saw is not what's really going on. And so you never want to assume where somebody's at. You want to make sure that you have the opportunity to talk to them because they're going to fall into 3 categories. One, they're going to be ready for this opportunity. They have probably been praying for you to come to them with this opportunity. Number 2, they're ready to buy products, and maybe you'll recruit them later, but let's get them some products because they're suffering from XYZ illness. You guys hear it all the time on these testimonies, and I'm telling you, they just blow me away. Or you can have people who are like me who just kind of live with a certain level of pain or a certain level of discomfort with my acid reflux, didn't even really know they were really sick until they started trying these products. And so then it totally makes sense that they want to join the business after they use the products. Or maybe they're not in a place for either one of them, but you want to follow up with them in 3 to 6 months because lots can change in people's lives in 3 to 6 months. And so you never want to just discount someone and say, oh, I don't think they'd be interested and not even approach them at all because I'm telling you guys, in 18 to 24 months, that person that you said they weren't interested is going to come around and try and recruit you into their business. And won't that be crazy? Won't that be crazy to say that you've been in the business for 2 years, never talked to them, and now they're excited and on fire and trying to get you into their business? So you don't want that to happen. You never want to assume that somebody is not interested. Now, you know, one of the things that you want to do is you have to develop a rapport, which is the gift of listening. You want to practice listening. And so people, you know, they have 3 reasons why they want to buy from you. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. Okay, so that's why the warm market is so valuable because they know you, right? And most of the time they like you, which is good. And, you know, they probably trust you. But let's say they don't trust you, okay? Let's say they don't trust you and maybe they don't even really like you that much. That's why 3-way calls are so important. They're particularly important if someone doesn't trust you because maybe you've been in network marketing before. I'm not judging you. Or maybe you don't have any success. Maybe this is your first time. Maybe everything you've ever done has turned to coal instead of gold. This is why 3-way calls are really, really important because now you can put an expert on the line. Now you can put someone that they don't know. And if you edify that person correctly, all of a sudden that person has this very, very high standing in your prospect's mind. And so when they're telling them about the business, maybe the same thing that you already tried to tell them, and they're telling them about the products, could be the same thing that you said, now all of a sudden they're able to hear it a little bit differently. And so you always need to have that third-party validation, even when you're dealing with your warm market, because you never know sometimes how people see you, especially because when you're diving into that list, maybe this is a person you haven't talked to in 3 or 4 years. And the first question they may ask is, why are you calling me after 3 or 4 years? You know, make sure that you're developing that rapport. Ask them how they've been doing, what's been going on in their life, and don't just call them and say, hey, I got this great business opportunity. I think you'd be really great in it. Come and join my business. Because all of a sudden now it goes into that pitchy stuff. Okay, and then posture. You want people want what you have. And that's one of the great things about network marketing is that you're not giving anybody something that they probably haven't already wanted or prayed about. It just matters what the package looks like. And that's where this whole tact and finesse comes in when you're talking to people and you're listening to people and you're trying to hear what it is that's going on with them. And this is, again, reinforces why I don't think scripts are a great idea, is because you don't know where people are. And you want to make sure that you're saying the things that they really want to hear. You're talking about the things that are really important to them. Okay. So what are some of our blocks to prospecting? What stops us from prospecting? Which we know that we should be out there talking to people. We know we should be out there sharing with people. We know we should be out there inviting people. What is it that stops us? Well, the first one is fear. You know, false evidence appearing real. Rejection is part of the process. It's not you. And, I personally had a really hard time with this when I first started because I took it very personally because I thought this is a great opportunity. These are great products. Why wouldn't you want to join this business? Is it me? Did I make a mistake? Did I choose the wrong business? Did I choose the wrong products? Why, if you've been in network marketing before and I'm telling you about this great one, that now you're looking at me like I'm crazy? And, I just have to realize that it's not me. It's not about me. It's about them and where they are in their life. The person who invited me to the business asked me 9 times, And it was just because I wasn't interested in doing anything new. I wasn't interested in doing any business. It had nothing to do with her. I didn't even think about her. I wasn't trying to hurt her feelings. I just wasn't interested. And the only reason I went to the presentation is because of her persistence that I go. And I was like, fine, I'll go, and maybe you'll stop calling me every other day asking me about this opportunity. And so, it had nothing to do with her. I wasn't rejecting her. I didn't think she had a bad idea. I was just saying at that point in my life, it wasn't something that I was really interested in. How crazy I was at the time. But you have to realize that rejection is a part of the process. And that's why you want to see where people fall and you want to meet them where they're at. And another reason why I'm blocked from prospecting is feeling like a salesperson. Are you trying to change people's lives or build your downline? Hello. I know that just struck somebody right now because the way you come at somebody, people can feel that. If your intention is the only reason I'm talking to you is because I want to get you into my business, the only reason I reached out to you is because I want to get you into my business, the only reason that I bothered asking something, or madam, is because I want to get you in my business and I want to grow my business and I want to max out the compensation plan. I want a car and I. People can feel that because when you're talking to people, they don't care about you, right? They don't care about you, what you want, what your goals are. They care about them. They're like, you care about you, they care about them. And so when you start to talk about changing their life, when you start to talk about changing their health, when you start to talk about getting them a car, now they are open to listening to what you're saying. But when we come at with them with things that we want, you're going to see people automatically be turned off. And that's kind of the reason why people don't like salespeople, is because you feel like, imagine this at least this is me, okay? Maybe I'm just speaking for me, but I'm just going to tell you what's on my mind. When you go to a car dealership and they come out and they're, how are you, blah, 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 all this other kind of stuff, you're trying to get into the right car, right? You want to make sure it's the right price, it's the right features, it's everything that you ever wanted. They want to make a sale. And that's the reason why we don't like salespeople, is because how can you give me the information that I need to make a good decision if all you care about is me getting into the most expensive car that fattens your pocket at the end of the day? And that's the reason why people don't like sales. And so we're not salespeople. We're educators. We're educating people about the products. We're educating people about this opportunity, and we are exposing them to the business and giving them the opportunity to make a decision. So we're not salespeople. And so that's the reason why a lot of people are really negative about network marketing, is because they feel like a salesperson. But you can change that instantly when you start looking at changing people's lives versus lining your pockets. You're just putting that out there for people who are having a block to prospecting. Another one is a fear of appearing too desperate. Sometimes when we've been in the business and maybe we've been struggling, maybe we just haven't, had the right support, or we're not, engaged, our belief level is low, we can start to feel a little desperate. So when you go and you talk to somebody, you're like, how can I think about changing their life when all I care about is keeping my lights on or paying my rent at the end of the month? How can I do this when all I can think about is all the things that I need? And people see that on you. And then the fear of asking or closing a sale. A lot of times we don't get the business because we haven't asked. So many people will go to these presentations, they'll hear a pitch, they'll be on a conference call, and we never follow up to find out if they're interested. We never follow up to see if they want some products. We never follow up to see if this is an opportunity that's good for them, or if I should contact them in a couple of months. We never follow up. We never just close the sale because we're in fear of them saying no, so we never even ask, and you don't even know where people are. So those are just some of the reasons that blocks us from prospecting. So there is a system. Even though I'm not giving you a script, there is a system. First you want to contact people. You want to make a list. We have a great memory jogger on Facebook that you can use, and just begin contacting everybody. And remember, this is your $1 million business, so everyone that's suspect before they're prospects, you're going to want to talk to them and see, okay, well, maybe this person is going to be really good for the products right now. Maybe this person is going to be really good for the opportunity. The next is you're going to give them information. Remember, we're not salespeople, so we're not going to contact people and start pitching them. We're going to contact people and start providing information for them. Now, that could be the winwith10.com website. That could be inviting them to a conference call. That could be, giving them a brochure, letting them try the product. We're not going to impose anything. We're just going to expose them to the business and to the product. And then most importantly, for crying out loud, please contact people back. If you give them a spray, you have a right to call them back and find out, how did they like that? Did you use that? Don't just give them a spray and let them go off into Never Land. Find out what they liked about it, what they thought about it, if they used it. What difference do they feel? go back and contact these people. Oh, I gave you a brochure. Did you get a chance to look at the website? Did you get any questions that I can help answer for you? So you want to make sure you recontact them. And then after that, you want to invite them. Invite them to a live presentation, a home meeting, a 3-way call, a 2-on-1 presentation, a Super Saturday. Invite them to the September 27th event that's coming up. Third-party validation is so key in this business. So you want to make sure that they're hearing this business from someone other than you. And then make sure that you get a decision. After a series of exposures, they're going to be ready to make a decision. You have to go and find out, are they ready for the business? Are they ready for the products? Are they ready for neither? Maybe you're going to get referrals, or maybe they're, want to talk to you a little bit later because they're going through something right now, and then you want to get some referrals and then put them in your drip list and call them back in a couple of months. So the goal here, what we're talking about with prospecting, is that what you're going to say to get them into this system of contact, invite, recontact, invite, decisions for information, recontact, invite, decision, is going to depend on what they need. And so you want to develop the art of listening to people and really trying to find out what it is that they need, what it is that they want, and how you can be of service to them, versus looking at the things that you want and the things that you need and how they can be of service to you. So I hope that this has helped somebody today. I hope that this is giving you the confidence to know that you can go out there and start talking to people. You don't have to be afraid of talking to people, because at the end of the day, you are going to be providing them something that could potentially change their life if they're willing to act on it. But that's really all you're giving them, is an opportunity to change their life, to change their health, to change their family. And all they have to do is act on it. All right, back to you, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale.
Great information. Nikish, I was thinking as you were speaking, and 10, it's almost like you can't say it's really prospecting, because it's so easy to talk about the product. It's so easy to share the wonderful testimonies that have taken place. It becomes a joy to be able to share something of great news with people. And so it's almost so, it's just so easy. You're out and about, you see someone, you just strike up a conversation about maybe your testimony, maybe someone else's testimony. People always love to hear good news. They love to hear what maybe someone was going through something. They always love to hear the victory part. How did they come through? How did they get over? And you get to, start off sharing how someone was suffering with something, but as a result of taking a space, now they're doing this and now they're doing that. And that's what I've learned, and that's how I continue to introduce people to what we're doing. And 10 is basically just by sharing my testimony, by sharing someone else's testimony. And people always want to be a part of something good, and everyone is looking to take better care of themselves. People want to get healthy, they want energy, they want to look good, they want to feel good. So, 10 has made it so easy. So easy.
Absolutely, and I think Mel said that if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Because, like you said,
right.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
It really is. Thank you for that, Nikisha. Pastor Dell, are you there with any questions for Nikisha before we let her go?
No, I tell you, I'm just excited that Nikisha always brings us, sometimes she brings us some wood on Monday, she spanks people behind. And then sometimes she brings us, the carrot, and today she brought a little of both, but I like that she's constantly, helping us to stay focused on what it is that we should be doing. And how we could do it. And it's so interesting that when you talk about how you talk to people and how you lead people and listen to people, find out what's on their heart, find out what they really need. Their needs are, be a great listener. Mel always talks about being a great listener. That way you identify people. People can identify you as somebody who really is concerned, they really care about what their thoughts are, what they're dealing with. And you have an easier way to really segue into what you're doing and what your product is about and what your company is about once you really kind of listen to people and find out what they're saying. Because if you listen to people long enough, Pastor Denise, you always say that if you listen to people long enough, they're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you all the good, bad, and ugly about their lives. And when you know that, you can then know how to reach this person. Is this a product person that I want to reach, or is this an opportunity person that I need to give the opportunity to? So, thank you, Nikish Bond, coach all the way from Murrieta, California. Looking forward to seeing you here in September 27th. You guys, tell you, it's going to be an amazing time. Matter of fact, just give you a little highlight. You know, if you really love what Nikish Vaughn does on Mondays, you're going to love her session on the 27th. So come on out and see Coach.
You know what, Pastor, I was thinking with the topic that Nikish was speaking on today. You know, I was thinking Thursday, we had a gentleman at the TTP on Thursday. Now, this was his first TTP. He heard about the sprays. He's excited about it. He comes out, he learns more. He comes to a presentation, and he gets the full picture. Now, he's excited. And then I'm talking about Apostle Pastor. And then he travels. He goes out of town, right? And just from that one TTP presentation that he saw, he was so excited about it. He went to share with another friend of his who got so excited about it that he called Pastor Dale and said, Pastor Dale, you need to come here. I got 100 people, and I can get 100 people in the room. And just from one presentation that Apostle Sam attended, he goes out and he shares with one other person. That one other person gets the vision. He gets it. And because of that, now he wants to learn more about it, and he's going to bring 100 of his friends together to hear more about it. And that's how it happened.
Well, you know, that's exactly what happened. And, you know, as I told you, you know, I get this call, and I don't know who this guy is. You know, he's calling me. And then finally, you know, he identifies himself, and he said, can you come to Arkansas? And I'm saying to myself, I am not going to Arkansas. You know? And then he tells me who he is, and he tells me what he can do, and then the Apostle, you know, tells me who this guy is. He has the capability of doing it. And I'm like, wow. Well, I guess I'll be coming to Arkansas. You know, but it's just one person, as you said, one person seeing something, being excited about it, and he goes and shares it to one other person. And it goes back to what we're saying. It's not always who you know. It's who they know. Okay? And he just happened to know this guy that has the ability to put 100, 150, 200 people in a room. So, yeah, exactly right. You know, you just got to share because you never know who it is that's going to go share the message and what's going to happen. They're going to have you come in. They're going to be a room full of new prospects.
Yeah. Also, that Steve. Hello?
No, I think that was background.
Okay, yeah. Also important is the TTP, so make sure you get your guests and let them see the full presentation, the testimonies, the product, and the compensation plan. And they'll do the rest for you. Well, let's go out to Atlanta, Georgia. One star Kevin Vaughn, are you there with announcements and quotes for today?
Absolutely. How's my awesome one-star leadership? Can you hear me okay, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale? And Nikisha, how you doing today? Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, I am so excited. Man, can you imagine what's going on right now, guys? And I keep going back to your area, Pastor Denise, about we are in a place of favor. Just incredible. Some quick updates, guys. Got to talk about the three-way call, guys. That is so powerful. Pastor Dale talks about that all the time, how critical that is. It works, ladies and gentlemen. We had Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise on a call, and Nikish on a call last week, and the guy is coming into the business today. It's amazing, man. We had him on the call with him, and he's signing up today. Just incredible. Pastor Denise and Nikisha and Pastor, we just did a health and wellness fair. We got over 30 names. Everybody is coming in the business with us, or they're going to set up an event where we can come out and talk to the people, guys. Y'all get into those health fairs in your neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen, because people are looking for the sprays. Everybody that signed up with us, Pastor Denise, did not know anything about the sprays. We were spraying them at the event with D, and everybody says, what I got to do to get involved. I got one gentleman I met in the mall yesterday. Him and his wife are a pastor. He saw the website. He says, what do I got to do to be a part of this? I said, sir, we're going to meet on Wednesday and sign you up. That's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get him on the call with you guys as soon as possible as well on the three-way. Ladies and gentlemen, people are looking for this business. All you have to do is share, share, share. And, guys, keep it simple. Just share the business, guys. Share the business. It's amazing. We have the best delivery system on the planet, the best blends on the planet, the best leadership, Pastor, on the planet with Melanie McGill all the way down to you guys and all the leaders that are on the call today. So, guys, do not play with this business. Hey, the next thing I heard from Nikisha today, too, Pastor, from our training was find the need and fill it. As Pastor Dale mentioned to you, listen to the people. Find what their needs are in our area. People are hurting. They need to either lose weight or they got some ailment, guys. Not everybody, of course, but most people have something they need our sprays on. So find the need, listen, and then fill it with our wonderful business, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, also, too, Pastor Denise, we're going to also get excited because we know the 27th is coming up fast. And guess what? We are traveling to the city. We're excited. And I want to update everybody because we've now moved to Phase 2, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. We moved to Phase 2. We're now in our cars now. We're moving to our cars, moving to the north, and picking up anybody who wants to ride. But we're going to have a great time coming to the event. We got caravans coming up now that are people who want to get to the event. I told people to get there any way they can. So now we moved to our cars at Denise, and we got everybody from Atlanta who wants to be there is coming up. We can't wait to see you. We are so excited about the 27th and being in town with you guys for those 3 days. Just incredible. So we're going to be there. We got people coming and making commitments to be there through cars, and we're just excited about that. Some people may be flying as well up there. People got relatives in the area, D.C., Virginia area, and Maryland area. They're going to be up there. So we're just looking to pack out the house and can't wait to see you guys in that area. So that's our updates from Atlanta. We're going to be there. We're going to be representing, but we'll be traveling in our cars, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, to get there, and we're excited about that because I know one thing. Wherever I point my car, that's the direction it goes. I love it. Back to you, Pastor Denise. We got some quotes for you when you're ready.
Okay. I want to remind everyone that on the 27th, we're going to be in the Annapolis room. That's so very important because the Gaylord is a huge resort. So Annapolis room, that is the name of the room that we will be in. Annapolis room. And also, if you are, we know we have those who really love to wait till the last minute to purchase your tickets. And for those who do that, please just make sure you purchase your ticket before Saturday. Don't get your tickets, not online anyway. You can get your tickets at the door, of course. But they're trying to go online that same day to purchase tickets. We have no way of verifying that you purchase your ticket once we get to the event. So make sure you get your ticket before Saturday, before Friday of next week. Just get it before Friday of next week. That way we'll have a record of it. And
fantastic. Hey, Pastor Denise. Yeah, Pastor Denise, also, too, we had some people ask about the time. Do we have a time to start and finish yet?
Registration always starts at 8:30. It's going to be an all-day event. Let your guests know and let the reps know. We're going to be, this is training. Like Joe said, this is top high-level training. So we need all the training that we can get coming from Melanie and Miguel.
Yes.
So prepare to be there all day. There's plenty of places to eat. We're going to break for lunch. Registration will start at 8:30. And prepare to be there, not all night, but all day, okay?
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Well, Pastor Denise, I got some quotes for you guys ready for you today. We want to kick off your week with you. It's all about you. It's all about your dream. Nikish talked about that earlier, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about us. It's all about you. Our first quote of the day, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha is, help others achieve their dreams, and you will achieve yours. That's Les Brown. Help others achieve their dreams, ladies and gentlemen, and you will achieve yours as well. Our next quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I love this one, Pastor. Don't sit on your dream. Start moving. Every step forward will open new horizons. And that happens every day for every one of us on this wonderful call and in this wonderful business all around the world. Our next quote, Pastor, is, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Everybody on this call, that's what you're all doing each and every day. Continue to inspire, continue to help others dream, continue to help others learn this wonderful industry and business and the sprays that we're in. And believe me, you're automatically a leader. Okay, the last quotes of the day are a little encouragement for the day, ladies and gentlemen, is first of all, we're going to talk about 4 quick areas. One is risk, Pastor. The other one is care. The other one is dream. And the other one is expect. Hey, on the area of risk, it says, more, do this, ladies and gentlemen, in the area of risk. More than others think is safe. You know what I'm saying? Do more. In the area of care. More than others think is wise. Care more each and every day for individuals who need our attention, who need our sprays, who need our business. Dream more than others think is practical. I know Pastor Denise loves that. She just dreams way outside the box. She not only dreams outside the box, she owns the box. I like that part of it as well. Also, too, I love it. And the last one, ladies and gentlemen, is expect more than others think is possible. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
Dreamer indeed. We all are dreamers, but it's now time to wake up and make that dream reality.
Yeah.
Families for the great call. Nikish and Bond, thank you so very much. Pastor Della, Barry on tonight. Barry Apple comes on Monday night. I'm going to verify that. Will Barry be on tonight?
Yes, he is. He's on every Monday night at 9 o'clock.
Every Monday night. You've got to hear Barry Apple break down that compensation plan, family. It's so simple and so easy. Please join Barry tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have this number. You got to hear how he passionately shares the compensation plan and the favor that we really stand at here at 10. You got to hear it. I love hearing Barry talk about the company. It's just so loving. So join us tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. right here at this number. Thank you all for being with us today. Coach Nikish Bond, thank you so very much. Remember, family, go out there and share. Put a smile on somebody's face. They're going to give it right back to you. And be back on the call again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know that you beautiful people of God, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless each and every one of you. Have a blessed day on purpose.